What's good, NBA family, and welcome back to another episode. In today's video, we'll be talking about the top 5 best performance from the 2022-2023 NBA season. So if you love hoops, make sure to leave a nice comment down below, subscribe to join the family, and make sure to stay tuned because the top 3, those are different. I'm talking about elite. So let's start with number 5. And coming in at number 5, we got Devin Booker's 51-point game against the Chicago Bulls on November 30th, 2022. His stat line was 51 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 80% from the field, a ridiculous 85% from the 3-point line, 100% from the free throw line. He went 6 of 6 from the free throw line, all in 3 quarters. Now, this is the most impressive stat that I've heard in a long time. He did this in 29 minutes and some seconds. They rounded it up to 30 if you go on NBA.com, but technically he did this in 29 minutes, and that is such an impressive feat. The only other player to even come close to this was Giannis, who he had a 50-point game in 31 minutes, but Devin Booker scored more points than that on less time, and for that I had to give him a spot on this list. And Devin Booker scoring his 51 points, he became the 4th player in NBA history to score 50 points with 25 or less shot attempts and in 31 minutes or fewer. So for that, Devin Booker 100% needs a spot on this list, and that's why I got him coming in at number 5. Because this game, y'all, he was putting on a scoring clinic. He got to wherever he wanted, whenever he wanted. As you guys can see right here on the shot chart, you can see all those green spots. Those are all his sweet spots. That's where he wanted to get to, man. And for the fact that he was able to get to those sweet spots and convert and score 51 points in 3 quarters and not even have to play in that 4th and make it look so effortlessly, he absolutely deserves a spot on this list. So that's why I got him coming in at number 5. And coming in at number 4, we got Anthony Davis' 55-point game against the Washington Wizards on December 4th, 2022. His stat line was 17 rebounds, like I mentioned, 55 points, 3 blocks on 73% from the field, 67% from the 3-point line, even though he isn't really known as a shooter, and 100% from the free throw line, getting there 9 times and converting all 9 times. But what I want to talk about is the stat that I feel like is getting underappreciated. The fact that he only had 1 turnover and 1 foul. The 1 turnover is a great stat because he averages 2 per game. But what I'm really impressed at and what really stands out to me as the underrating stat is the fact that he only had 1 foul as the primary guy on defense, as the anchor on defense, for the man who honestly should be defensive player of the year almost every year because he jumps for everything. He only had 1 foul and still got those 3 blocks, still deterred so many shots and made players alter shots just by being there, jumping. And that just shows how well disciplined, how great he is on the defensive end. And offensively, as we see here on the shot chart, he decided to bully his way inside and dominate the paint as he got the majority, if not all of his shots off within that restricted area or in the paint, because that's what he does. He's able to have that dominant presence down there. The reason why I have Anthony Davis' 55-point game over Devin Booker's 51-point game is because the Lakers absolutely needed Anthony Davis for this win. The Lakers struggled all game against the Wizards, got outscored in almost every quarter, and the only other Laker to score in double digits in this game besides Anthony Davis was LeBron and Lonnie Walker. So they absolutely would have lost without AD's dominant performance. And that's why I got Anthony Davis' 55-point game coming in at number 4. Now, I told y'all that these top 3 were just different. I try to warn y'all, but here we go. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 3, we got Damian Lillard's 71-point game against the Houston Rockets on February 26, 2023. Dame finished with a ridiculous video game stat line of 71 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 57% from the field, 60% from the 3-point line. He hit 13 threes, Mind you, the record is 14 with Klay Thompson, and then he also went a perfect 13 of 13 from the free throw line. I mean, guys, Damian Lillard was just getting downhill and getting to the basket all game. I do want to give him credit because 71 points is very difficult, but man, that was some terrible defense by the young Houston Rockets. Dame played all 39 minutes this game. He was the primary ball handler, yet he only had 2 turnovers and 0 fouls. That's an extremely underrated stat line. Similar to the Anthony Davis underrated stat line, this is something that I feel like most people should be talking about, especially with Damian Lillard being the primary ball handler and only having 2 turnovers, because you know they were blitzing him, setting doubles, setting triples, trapping him. I almost really put this one at number 2 because of that crazy stat line and because Damian Lillard did this in 4 quarters. He did not need overtime. A lot of these players who do score 71 or more than more than that or even high 60s usually need overtime, but Damian was able to do this in just 4 quarters. Also, most players on this list were most likely gonna break the franchise record. But Damian Lillard's 71-point performance this night put his name in NBA history because now he's third for most 60-plus point games in NBA history with 5. Will is still at number 1 with 32, and Kobe is at 2 with 6. I really can't believe that in this top 5 performance, I have 2 71-point games because coming in at number 2 on this list, we got Donovan Mitchell's 71-point game against the Chicago Bulls on January 2nd, 2023. Donovan Mitchell finished with a similar stat line to Damian Lillard with the 71 points, but Donovan Mitchell had 11 assists, 8 rebounds, 1 block, shot 64% from the field, 46% from the three-point line, 80% from the free throw line, and he got there 25 times. When I say Donovan Mitchell was in attack mode, yo, I mean it. He was in attack mode all game with his head down looking to get to the hoop. For example, on this clip right here, as soon as Donovan Mitchell gets the ball from Karis LeVert, he attacks and gets to the hoop for an easy, easy bucket. Again, another example of Donovan Mitchell being aggressive. He does one move right here, gets past Alex Caruso, and gets to the hoop. And that kind of aggression creates easy buckets for him and his teammates. That's why he was able to also pull in 11 assists. But Donovan Mitchell did not only just keep it in the paint, he also shot threes, just like you seen on that clip. Or even right here, with no hesitation, catch and shoot, give it to him, he taking it 20 feet out, splash. Shout out Chris Smooth. And coming in at number 1, that's right, we got Luka Doncic's 60-point triple-double against the New York Knicks on December 28th, 2022. Y'all, listen to this stat line. Tell me this does not sound like a video game. 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, 1 block on 67% from the field. Just want to put that in perspective for you guys. The entire game, he only missed 10 shots. He shot 33% from the three-point line and 72% from the free throw line. He got there 22 times. Now, the reason why I have this number 1, not only because of that ridiculous stat line, is because this game was genuinely like a movie. Luka hit the game-time basket to send the game into overtime, to force it into overtime. He hit that basket by intentionally missing his own shot, catching his own rebound, and in midair putting it back up. I mean, in this game, he did absolutely everything for the Dallas Mavericks. He scored his 60 points. He also controlled the boards with his 21 rebounds. But I remember seeing him pass up on a lot of open shots he could have got just to get teammates that were struggling some easy buckets to get them going. And even though Luka did take 31 shots in this game, he wasn't a ball hog. He allowed the game to come to him, and he took what the defense made available. If the defense tripled him and threw traps or box and ones, he would get his teammates involved. That's why he finished with the 10 assists that he finished with. And great players understand how to do that. They don't force it. They take what the defense gives to them. Another impressive stat is the fact that Luka only hit 2 threes in this game. I know other guys on this list maybe hit 5 to 6, or maybe Dame, they hit 13 threes in one game. No, Luka Doncic was not a 3 point assassin. He was in a steady attack mode all game, getting to the hoop. And I'll be honest, all of these performances were crazy. But the reason why I have this one number one is because of the all around greatness with the 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists, but also because this was the most entertaining game to watch. Like I said, it looked like it was a movie the way the game happened. Good setting the game into overtime, being against Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, which was his team this year. It was an all around great game. And for that, that's why I got to put it in at number one. Because I personally still remember that game. I have some vivid flashbacks of watching Luka cook that game. And I'm sure the Knicks wake up with some nightmares. So there you have it, everybody. That was my top 5 best performance of the 2022-2023 NBA season. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a nice comment down below, subscribe to join the family, and comment, follow us on our social medias. And for now, we out of here, y'all. Peace.